Hello. Welcome. How you guys doing? Today I'm gonna be doing the end of May tier list. This is the 13th tier list I make since the game launched. I've been doing one at the end of each month, about my experience playing the game, characters, and like modes like Memory of Chaos, now Pure Fiction, all the content we get. I just base my opinion on the characters in the game. So with this one, we now have Robin, and Boot Hill is coming next, but it's gonna be for next month, so I can't really rate him in this tier list. So let's get right into it. Again, I have to mention that this is just my opinion, okay? Let's keep the comments civilized. Thank you. I mean, I appreciate like everyone who leaves a comment. It just makes me feel like um I gave you the impression that you would want to, like, share your opinion with me, and that's something that I really appreciate. So thank you again. If you want to leave a comment, if you just, watch the video, that all, you know, makes me continue doing YouTube. So I appreciate you all again. Okay, Asta, she has always been an A in every tier list I think I made. So yeah, she's still an A. Herta is just crazy good, especially for Pure Fiction now. I think she's like a staple character to build. Of course, you can rely on your like summonable characters, but I could say Herta can even provide you more value than summonable characters. Herta is just amazing, right? Even for farming outside Pure Fiction, you can rely on Herta 100%. Next is Bronya, and she is great, easy to build, works on almost all the DPSs so far. So yeah, Bronya is just crazy good. Seele, I don't think Seele has been really great for the most recent Memory of Chaos, but overall she's always great. I'm not sure the future content, especially with Boot Hill as a hunt character. We haven't seen a lot of focus on single target, but once we do, Seele will really be great. So yeah. Also with Pure Fiction I use Seele, so yeah, she's still really great. Serval, you can build her, you can use her in Pure Fiction. I mean, eventually you're gonna have better characters. Outside Pure Fiction, I don't really see the point of using Serval, so I'll put her in B. Japard, I'm gonna try to move faster with some characters. Japard is just insanely good with his shield, especially for hard content like Golden Gear. You can definitely rely on Japard. Natasha, she's a good starter healer. Once you have any healer in the game, you're gonna ditch her out. So that's the unfortunate. I mean, if she gets a skin, like the ones from Honkai Impact, yeah, that would be great, but I'm not basing this tier list about skins. No, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that. Yeah. Pella. Pella is my favorite 4-star character in the entire game, and I would put her in triple S. I know someone's gonna leave a comment about how dare I would put Bronya in S plus and Pella in triple S. Pella is just that good, okay? Especially if you have her with dupes. Even without dupes, Pella is great, right? If you have the free-to-play light cone we had from the event for Silver Wolf, it fits really good with Pella. You can run the Luca light cone, you can run her own. Pella is just great. I like using Pella whenever... I mean, she's probably on every team I have, so yeah. Next is Clara. Clara, with the release of Robin, I've seen like insane buffs, so I definitely put her in S. She's really great. Sampu, he's in B. I'm not gonna talk much about Sampu, he's trash. He's literally trash. Physical Trailblazer, that's actual trash too, so you don't talk about that. Next is Hook. Hook can really put a good fire amount of DPS if you're like missing on fire characters, but there is Firefly coming soon, so you would actually have a true fire DPS. I mean, Topaz is there, but who cares for Topaz? Locha. Locha is the best healer. If you're just talking about raw healing, he is the best healer, right? But that's, I mean, of course he cleans, but that's the thing about him, just healing, right? Right now in the game, I don't really rely much on healing as much as I like started the game. So for now, I put Locha in high S. I know it feels bad putting him here, but I don't know. I just feel like characters with shields, characters with damage mitigation, there's another healer that can provide more than what Locha is offering. I don't know. I just feel like Locha now is in um not the greatest spot when it. I mean, not him only, but all the abundance characters, right? Except one, which I'll get into. Next is Jing Yuang. With the release of Robin, he also received another insane buff. I would put him still in S, below Locha. He's a really good DPS. And, like, without the light cone, with the light cone, with Robin, with Ting Yang, like Jing Yuang has received a buff every single version, so he's eating good. Yang Sheng, absolute trash, but I'll put him in C just because he can put some damage. Bailu, the only character I think would revive. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't really like look much into the abundance characters anymore. But I'm mistaken. There are two great abundance characters right now in the game that I will get into. But yeah, not only one. Okay, Ting Young. She's awesome. You can use her with Imbibitor Lune, Jing Yuang, Doctor Ratio, Topaz, all these characters. She's just great. I'll put her also in S+. With Bronya, she's just that good. QQ. I will put her in high A. I'm sorry. With I don't know. I just, even with Sparkle, I'm still missing on some skill points, so I don't know what to do. She's great. You can rely on her definitely in Simulated Universe, especially the Swarm Disaster. She's incredible. But outside that, I don't see myself using her much. Su Shang. She's also receiving insane buff with the Harmony Trailblazer. If you want to play her a break, she's great. But again, she's just a hunt character with a single target. So for me now, I would put Su Shang in high. I mean, it's between high B and low A. I don't know. I'll put her in low A because I like Su Shang. Next is Fire Trailblazer. Shield is great. There is good synergization also with like a Charon. Overall, any character now with shield, I feel for me is like really valuable. So yeah, Fire Trailblazer definitely in S. Yukong, very good support character. It's just that you need a lot of good relics on your team to make her synergize. I'll put her in high B. She's also free, so it's great. March 7th, again, shield. If you have her at E6, she can heal. Follow-up attack, can synergize really good with Robin. I'll put her also in A. Next is Dan Hong, the wind version, the 4-star. Again, it's single target. I'll put him in C. Next is Himiko, that technically is free. You can select Himiko from the 300, but again, character like Bronya is there, Welt, so you won't really go out of your way to pull Himiko. But if you have Himiko, she's great and synergizes well with Herta. I would want to put Himiko in S, but outside pure fiction, to make Himiko work, it's gonna really requires a lot. So I'll put Himiko in high A. The break team with Herta is really amazing, so you can also like consider using that too. Welt, with how good he is now, especially with the Harmony Trailblazer, we can build him as like a whole sustain for a Charon, so we can run other Harmony characters. He's just amazing. I'll put him in S. Kafka, She's the engine of the DOT team, staple that I can't really not use without any DOT character. So yeah, definitely an S plus. Same thing for Silver Wolf. Also an S plus, especially now with a Charon. She's just that good now. I still rank Pella higher. Um, I don't know. It's just like both are great. One has AoE ultimate, one has single target. Pella also like for me when I just use Pella with the defense reduction, it really like feels like I'm doing more damage than anything else. I don't know. It's just my experience playing Pella. Silver Wolf, she's also great. I just feel like I use Pella more easier. I don't know. Quantum team you can definitely rely on Silver Wolf 100%, right? But yeah, I rank Pella the highest in this. Orlin goes with the physical trailblazer in trash. Blade. Blade recently, I don't feel like he has seen any like love from the game. Like someone like Jing Yuang who's been getting buffed every single version. Where is the love for Blade? I thought Firefly can help, but it doesn't. I will put Blade in high A. That's a crime, but for me now, I just don't feel like I use Blade like ever. So yeah, Luca. You can use him for break, duty, but for break he's good. But I'll put him in high B. We can definitely rely on him. Imbibitor Lune, one of the strongest DPSs in the game. Not as strong as a Charon, but he's definitely up there. He's in the top 3. He's in the big 3 of the game. A Charon, Jingliu, and Imbibitor Lune. That is gonna be changed with 2.3, with I can't speak, with Firefly release. So yeah, he's holding that title for now. Imbibitor Lune is definitely an S+, incredible DPS that you can rely on. Even if you don't have Sparkle, he's still amazing. Fu Shuang, easily in Triple S. That's what I'm talking about. I don't really need to use abundance characters as much because of characters like Fu Shuang or Venturine. Even though I don't have him, I know how good he is. So there's an issue. There's like the demand for the abundance characters is you know starting to fall. Lynx, one of the good abundance characters, also free. I'll put her also in high A. Not bad, definitely. Gwenifine, really great. One of the, I think, isn't Gwenifine the like she put the highest fire damage out of any character so far. Like Firefly is not out, but yeah. I think like Gwenifine, you can definitely build her and put her in the Kafka team. Even without Kafka, she can work on her own. But again, that would only apply for something that you need fire weakness for. I don't feel like I would use Gwenifine if I have any other fire DPS. I don't know. That's just me personally. I'll put Gwenifine in B. I'll put her. I'll put her the highest in B. How about that? Next is Jingliu. Jingliu is one of the big 3s. My favorite waifu, and I think before Firefly, Jingliu is the easiest character, easiest DPS to build and just put on a team, just go play with. Jingliu is definitely that character. She's very easy to build. Relics, you can just go with anything, either Ice, Quantum, Musketeers. She is gonna work regardless, right? Speed, no speed, she's amazing. Work with almost all the Harmony characters. That is Jingliu, right? Firefly might change that. Firefly might be that one, you know? But for now, I feel like Jingliu is the easiest character to build, and very strong damage output that she can does. So yeah. Next is Shui. I started using her recently. I built her and I maxed her traces and everything, and I used her with Ruan Mei and Harmony Trailblazer, and oh my god, she's actually great. I'll put her in also like high B with Blade up there. Her damage is good, right? I can put her in S, but not now until we have actual content that relies on break. Then we can really rate the character. Next is Topaz. I'm gonna get hate for this, but I think Topaz is not that high even with the follow-up team. I still put her in S. Like Dr. Ratio, Aventurine, Robin, all these characters. I can just put any other character instead of Topaz, and that team will be even fine. I don't know. I don't get the comparison between like Kafka and Topaz. Are they both on the same level? Definitely no. I can still use Dr. Ratio on his own. With other DUT characters, yes, they can perform on their own, but not as good as they are with Kafka. Kafka is just take them to another level. So yeah, I think Topaz is an S. Forgetting his name. Argenti, yeah. The guy for Pure Fiction, and he can work with the erudition path. So he's not bad, but it's a very niche character. I don't know. He's the most niche character, like limited character. I don't know. Hanya, she's also really great support. You can also, if you don't have Sparkle, you can definitely rely on someone like Hanya, where she can give you 2 skill points, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. And yeah, she's really that good. I'll put her also in. I'll put Hanya. I'll put her in high A. She's the true high A. She's this close to being S. And if I want to rank this, I can't really, because all these characters, you can really make them work really good. Asta, for example, you can make the argument that she's in the top A, especially if you don't have like Ruan Mei or something. You can definitely rely on Asta. Asta is just great. So yeah, all these characters you can make use of. Characters in B are also great. Like, thing is, this tier list doesn't really mean much if you just build a character and give them the right team. They will perform well, maybe except for Yang Sheng, because he's trash, actually trash. But I'm just putting him there for, you know what? He's actually trash. Next is Wu Wu. That is another triple S for me. Wu Wu is a combination of the abundance and harmony. Especially now with the Robin release, Robin needs a lot of energy to always cycle her ultimate, and with Wu Wu on the team, I can have that. So it's just great combo. I like using these two together. I get insane amount of attack and damage that I can do, so I like Wu Wu. Definitely a good abundance character to play. Ruan Mei. With the Harmony Trailblazer, I thought her value would become less. I always have Ruan Mei in the top as the best character in the game, and I still think Ruan Mei is the best character in the game. Even with the Harmony Trailblazer just makes Ruan Mei even better, so you can have both on the same team and just have insane power. So, like, yeah, Ruan Mei, she's that good. The break meta is just gonna be something different. I don't know how strong it's gonna be, but I'm excited. Dr. Ratio, he was free, he's no longer free, he's now limited character, and he is good. Is he good? Is he better than Seeley? People keep comparing him to Seeley. I would say they're both on the same level. I'll put him also in S. It depends. If you need imaginary or quantum, just take whoever, right? Next is Black Swan, and she is someone that had a lot of, like, before people pulled for her, would you want to have Kafka? Would you wouldn't? Like, does she need Kafka? I feel like with Kafka, she's insanely good. Like, that team, like, Kafka, Black Swan, Ruan Mei, that team is incredibly good. You can put Wu Wu too. That's a perfect team, right? Even without Kafka, she is still really amazing. So, Black Swan, definitely great character. I'll put her in S plus. Next is Misha, and from the story, I would put Misha even like higher than Triple S if I can, based on story, but in the reality, put him probably in B. I know I had probably the longest comment on my channel about Misha, but not the whole comment wasn't about Misha, but part of it was about Misha. And I know Misha can be good for some situations. You really need to invest a lot to make him work. So yeah. Next is Sparkle. And she is one of the characters that can manipulate the skill points. And she's kind of like Bronya, all that stuff. I think Sparkle wasn't like, for me, there is no character who's a must summon, right? But there are characters who are good to have on your account, and I would say Sparkle is one of them. She definitely makes things easier for me, so I'll put her in Triple S. Just because how she enabled Inhibitor Lune to have his freedom with the skill points. With a Charon, she can even be with E0 a Charon as she's not a Nihility character, but you can put her as a missing Nihility character on the team and still works pretty good. So yeah. Next is actually a Charon, who is the strongest DPS in the game so far. Yes, I'm not gonna put her in Triple S, I'll put her in S plus because I think all of that, all of the damage that she can does is insane. She's the strongest. There's no argument about that. But I can still use any other DPS to be the content in the game. I can't really say that she's like a must-have until they raise the bar so high where other characters are really trash. But I don't think this will ever happen, right? So you can still use you can still use Luca, you can still use Hook, and all these characters to put the it's not as good as a Charon, but you'll be able to be the content. So is she a must? No, there is no character is a must-have. So Charon is the strongest DPS. It's nice to have and everything, but for me, DPS character is never on like in you see the characters in Triple S. These are the characters who would change your account, who would make things easier for you. Yes, DPS will do the most damage, but the characters here on top will really help almost any character in the game to be good. So yeah. Next is Aventurine, and the previous tier list I didn't really put him on top with like Fushuang, but this time I will, just because now I'm looking at like teams and like with Robin release, he's definitely up there, especially that he can also help Robin get her ultimate fast. So yeah, he's really good. Next is Gallagher, character who I can't spoil. Okay, Gallagher, he is good. He is the second character I wanted to talk about with the abundance, just like Hoo and how much value she provides. Gallagher also can join into the break meta. It like, I know I might get hate for putting him higher than Locha, but I think he's up there, right? Actually, I'll put Locha. Okay, I can't really put Gallagher higher than Locha. Okay, Locha, you can actually build a break Locha. I forgot that. Okay, they're all great. But yeah, Gallagher is really good, especially if you have dupes in him where you can cleanse. So he is really great character and not hard to build. So yeah. Next is Robin, and yeah, this is the newest Harmony character, and she goes also in Triple S, believe it or not. Her ultimate is just insane. Her ultimate is like an extra turn, not the extra turn for just one character like the deep, no, extra turn for the whole team. So she's really great. Last but not least is the Harmony Trailblazer. It's the mini Ruan Mei, and of course that goes easily into S plus. Not as good as Ruan Mei, but definitely the super break like feature that the Trailblazer have is incredibly broken. Pair that with Ruan Mei, and things are gonna go insane. Pair it with Welt, oh my god. Pair it with Firefly, it's GG. yeah, that's gonna be it for my end of May tier list. I'm excited to see. I think next tier list we might have Firefly release. So yeah, um, let me know what's your opinion on this. It's probably gonna be the most detailed and longest tier list video I made. 25 minutes is just crazy. But yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you all. Stay safe and bye.